10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
You're listening to GUFON Radio with Rich Giordano.
My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
There has been and is an existing presence, an ET presence. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change reality.
I believe, as do the other folks that were on the flight, that when we visually saw it, that it was something not from this world.
GUFON Radio.
Or you're either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
GUFON Radio with Rich Giordano.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
Radio.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
You're listening to GUFON Radio with Rich Giordano.
Alright. Welcome to GUFON. How is everybody? It is September 14th, 2020. It is Monday, right? Alright. Well, glasses are fogging up, so this is a good sign. It's because it's freaking hot. Because I just went through several minutes without air. The power did make it back on just barely. Anyway, I hope we're live. I'm going to check to make sure things are working real quick because I didn't check. Alright, everything looks good. Everything looks normal. Yippee. Roll call. Alright, we got Fraps Epicino, Waylon C, Dark Hour Paranormal, Canadian Guy North, Blue Chicken South, Dark Side Jeff, how you doing? Nathan Allen, Eagle, Coraline in the TV set, Big Cat, Mario Heat Wave, and Deep Thought made it back. Good to see ya. And Blue Chicken, did I say that already? Okay. Pastor Will, good to see you, my friend. Nice to see you there. Gustav van Voorden, how you doing, brother? Zen Master Me, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome here. If you're new to the program. Missy, hello, how are you? I hope tonight's show doesn't dissuade you from coming back. I am not in a good mood. I am Mr. Sensitivity. I'm sensitive. I'd rather be more sensitive than not be sensitive. Would you agree with that? Wouldn't you rather be more, like, maybe a little more sensitive than have no sensitivity at all? Yeah, me too. I like to live by the golden rule in life. You do the right thing even when nobody's looking, right? But when it comes to people, it's okay to ignore. It's okay to, not acknowledge, I guess, in this generation of younger people. I don't know. But I think the Twitter young guns are a major problem here in ufology. I think they're people who believe too much and do very little. There's a couple of people in the group there that may have started off with the right intentions, but it seems that after a couple of years, a lot of these people are falling to the wayside, which is very predictable, because they realize, which is tonight's topic, oh, wait a second. Why does this say coincidences, chance, or design? What does the show say? That is weird. Hold on, let me refresh. Yeah, who thinks paranormal research is a waste of time? That's so bizarre. Okay, back to normal for a second here. All right. I think we have a major issue going on right now, and I think it's severe, to be honest with you. I think what we've seen with To the Stars Academy making, a lot of noise the last 4 years. We get a lot of people who don't know much about ufology, and they think that is the template for success, what Tom DeLonge is bringing. It is so the opposite of the template for success. I'm surprised that people would even want to consider listening to anything else they have to say at this point. Being in the field as long as I have now, I feel that I can see patterns and things that I've seen before. And, you think a door is going to be open, then it's shut. You think this person's going to usher in Greer, going to usher in disclosure in 2005 with Bassett, 2007, all the same story. Well, we thought it was going to be 2005, but these guys, they juxtaposed the solution. It didn't work out, did it? That's why Bassett doesn't say it anymore. Disclosure's coming in 2022. You can mark my words on it. These guys have been saying it's going to happen. So anytime, a new group comes along, especially To the Stars Academy, which has the all-star team of the government that worked in separate, maybe similar, or at the same time, UFO investigative groups, paranormal groups. I think the government is involved in the paranormal. Well, we know Bigelow did it with Skinwalker Ranch for those years, right? 7 years. I think he took everything. I don't think there's a piece of evidence left over there. Dug it up, replanted all the trees. 7 years. Good Lord. If you would have told me he stayed there 1 year, I would have been like, geez, that's great. 7? Something must have happened that they had to leave. Did paranormal activity stop? See, this is why I think it's a waste of time. You're going to disagree, and I would too. I'm saying it because it might be everything is a waste of time. I'll tell you why. I need more drink. Hold on. I got to pull up the right screen here. I can't look at that. It's distracting. This light's distracting. It does us no good. It's useless. I'd rather look at that than a blob. Agree? Agree to disagree? All right. Hi, guys. I'm Mr. Sensitivity. I hope you can watch without being hurt by my stupidity and my need for attention. I am a talking head. I am nothing of importance to ufology. Nobody really cares what I have to say. As soon as the show ends, yay, what's next? What's on next? Me too, I do it too. There's nothing groundbreaking going on anymore. Nothing. What do you want? You want to tell me that, and I don't mean any disrespect for anybody trying, but, that Space Hub. What is it called? Sport Hub? The Space Hub thing from Bob McGuire? I don't remember the other guy. Don't care. But that was supposed to be like, giving us some help. And I don't know if it's creating more problems. It's expensive. It's $1,000. There's no payment plan. Money up front. Yeah. So, I think the research isn't being shared. You know what's being shared? Each group shares their information. Like if you have 5 people in your group, you're the only 5 who'll know how you did it, where you went, unless you put a video up and explain it. And I don't know. I think everything we have seen, everything that's ever been recorded, including my own stuff, I think it pretty much has a mundane explanation, except for one video. I can't explain it. Yeah, it's all it takes. I know. But even then, I'm like, really? Aliens? I'll tell you what. It's that fleet video I captured. And there's some activity happening that I didn't notice for several years after I shot the footage. We got the big screen. It was a Fujitsu 40-inch plasma. $3,600. It was the 4 model down from $6,000. And it was beautiful looking at the time. But we put the video up there, and with the white dots, that I thought that was it. I thought there's nothing else in the video until we saw the black dots moving independently. And I'm going to try to get that video up for and see if Third Phase can do some things on it, see if they see what I saw. It's been so long that I looked at that video. I don't think I would remember it incorrectly, but there's independent movement. And it's obvious, so, well, we'll get that up soon. I'm just, not seeing anything being done. I'm seeing people, random people, especially ufology. Myself included, but in the summer in Arizona, it's hot. And we had the hottest year on record. So it sucked this year to go out. And quite frankly, I went out probably a dozen times, maybe a little more, maybe 20 times. But I was going out, midnight, 1 a.m. months ago. I haven't been out since June, May. So yeah, it's too hot. I don't do well in the heat anymore. But the research we're seeing, are we seeing any research? No, wait a second. Hold on. For ufology, can anybody tell me who's doing research right now? I mean, I'm not really doing any. I mean, I took a break and I was, doing the working with the channel and Third Phase and doing other things, but I could have sat outside during the heat. I just didn't want to. Skinwalker Ranch, the TV show, really? No. I'm not buying that evidence. There's some cool things that were there, but I think it's military related, especially the beam of light that came out of the sky. There's something over the mountain. The flashing lights, when the sky was flashing, it looked like somebody had a light switch and they were going up, down, on, off, up, down, on, off. It's something in the background. They don't know. They didn't go look when they went over there. I'm sure Bigelow's team went to go look, but the TV show people didn't go over that mountain. Hey, they flew a drone over the area during the day. Anyway, I'm going to keep touching on this subject tonight because there will be things that will remind me what I need to say. Like I said, I'm a little sensitive right now. You can call me Mr. Sensitivity. Yeah, it's okay, because it's true. It's true. And like the computer, all right? So they never came. They were supposed to come over the weekend, never came. The guy who came told me that Thursday that in the next 72 hours they will send a crew out to patch all these problems that I saw. Make everything work perfectly. They may call you, but they will email you, and they might even knock on your door. No email, no knock, no call, no show. So I spent a long time today, almost 2 hours on the phone with the agent from the internet company. And you can tell they're working at home. You know, you can hear shit in the background. And this girl wasn't getting what I was saying. And I'm like, no, you don't get it. She goes, well, wait a second, sir. There is an outage in your area today. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And I go, I don't give a shit about the outage. Why are you even talking to me about an outage? Didn't you hear anything I said? I told you. The guy came out Thursday, said there was going to be a team here to fix everything. They didn't come. They didn't show. They didn't call. They didn't knock. She goes, I don't see that in the notes. But there is an outage. I said, oh my God, forget the outage. That's not my problem. She hung up on me. I called back. 15 minutes, got in, got a nice person. She was very, very funny. We had a good conversation. And she sent somebody out today. And they came, and they did a hardwire test on the internet. And he said, I didn't see any of those problems that you said the other tech saw. Now, the other tech was in and out in a few minutes. Not a long time, 15 minutes the most, right? But he didn't put that he came out here. He didn't put any notes on anything that happened. You know why? Because the job was big. He didn't want to do it. So he bold-faced lied to me and told me that he made a call into them that they're going to send somebody out within 72 hours to fix this mess. I'm surprised the other tenants aren't complaining. Well, come to find out that the effing computer I have, because the guy did a test today, everything was beautiful, worked magically. He made it work, right? Perfect. But I'm getting still on my computer 100 Mbps. That's the transmission, the link, the connection from the coaxial to the computer, to the router, to the computer. I'm supposed to go as high as 1500 Mbps. They didn't make my computer right. I knew it from the beginning. I'm supposed to have 4.7 GHz. I have 3.0. So the higher that number is, the more data can go in, which means the MBPs are hiding somewhere. Unless there's a... What the fuck? Unless there's a setting that I can't find that can help me increase this MBP thing. I'll find out tomorrow when I call Dell. Anyway, just another, issue. Trying to get this shit working for you guys so I can do more things. I feel like I'm using the other computer. It's just a little better. That's it, a little better. Well, you can go high def. It's real clear. Yeah, a little better. That's what we got for $2,500. That's what we got. I got screwed when they didn't build it right. I think I got screwed. And I'm sweating. It is so effing hot in this place. Why isn't the air conditioning on?
Speaking of Joe Biden.
I got to play this video. Just watch this while I turn some fans on and cool off. Look, my glasses are fogging. They're fogged up. I'll play this. Joe Biden using a teleprompter for his interview with James Corden. But this shows the stupidity of Joe Biden. I'm doing politics. I don't care. You don't want to hear it? Take a hike.
And we're also going to be talking about cuties. This is just really quickly. The guy who doesn't know anything about gun laws also is being busted recently. Been busted multiple times for using a teleprompter. Which, listen, you do have to be prepared, and you take any edge you can get when you're going into the hard-hitting territory of James Corden. But still, Joe Biden had to not prepare, but have his prompter at the ready. We have videographic evidence. Here it is.
So I have so many incredible pictures, including one here that may be too heavy to lift up. But this is one of my favorite pictures. It's a picture of me and my two boys when they were in high school, when they were in college.
Which one's the one having sex with the other's wife? Okay.
Hey. Oh, there it is.
So many things wrong with this. Keep that up there. One of those sons is having sex with the other son's wife, I believe. And why would that picture be too heavy to pick up? Unless it's made of solid brass/mercury. I have no idea. And not only is he dumb enough to require a prompter, he's dumb enough to not realize the basic concept of reflection.
Yeah. And it's totally fine if he just has a monitor there so that he can see himself.
I love that. That is so classic Biden. The reflection.
And he can see who he's talking to, but there were words and there was highlighting going down.
He also
he was
looks
making
around.
progress.
What a fucking loser. You want that guy to be president? Are you kidding me? He can't form words. Neither can I. Oh, I don't want to be president. I just want to be governor.
He looks around forever, and he pulls out a massive, like a big, giant
Yeah, I thought he was
picture.
looking for a photo, and maybe he was like under his papers or something.
Yeah, like
How do you
then
not
he's
see
like,
that?
oh, this 4x6 mural. Oh, there it is.
And here's the thing: this isn't a lone incident. People need to understand this. And this is I seriously have a problem for this. I don't know if right now we can do a reflection. There's nothing on prompter right there. You can see. I'll show you right here. I just have clips, so I know exactly which clip I'm going to.
Yeah.
There is no prompter, and I have no problem with people who use prompter. I've had to use it sometimes if I have an interview, and Bill's like, my half-Asian lawyer's like, make sure you don't get this wrong, so I go, what is the statute of... But I'm concerned when this man is running for president, and it's a continual problem. Here's another clip of him with a prompter.
Oh, this is embarrassing.
And in addition
Look
to
at
that,
his hand. Watch.
in addition to that, we have to make sure that we are in a position that we are. Well, let me go to the second thing. The president must use the Defense Production Act.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Let me go to the second thing. Oh, is that because the first thing has already gone up? It's like Mario. He scrolled. He also doesn't understand that he can scroll back. He thinks that once he scrolls, the world no longer exists.
It's gone.
Oh, look, if you're giving a speech and you want to have a prompter, like you said, you want to have a couple of key dates and facts written down so that you're accurate on what you say, that's fine. But when people are asking you questions...
Oh, it's even worse. Let me show the next clip, and then we'll talk about it more. Here's another clip where when people are already asking pre-written questions, which really the reason you do that is so you don't need a prompter, you know?
Yeah,
hey, you know what? I don't want to be caught using a prompter, so I'm going to script a question. And Joe Biden's like, how about we do both? Like, well, for you, that's that's prudence.
Yeah, it's probably.
Here's a clip.
And I would like to know, what will your administration do to help them give them that chance?
She's reading.
Thank you.
Move it up here.
Oh my God.
I need my answers given to me.
No, I was just watching the Jeffersons and I have it stuck in my head. We're moving on up.
Moving on up.
To the...
oh gosh.
In the sky.
To a
And this is what really
horrible.
bothers me. I have always said this, that you will never see him debate Donald Trump on stage. And I said, you know what? Maybe with a Zoom call. Why? Because he can have his prompter. And you know what? Yep. That is an unfair handicap given to Joe Biden, because you can level any criticism that you want against Donald Trump. Most of them, many of them are valid. Not from the leftist media, but I mean from conservatives out there who actually have some valid criticisms.
Come on, get to the next one.
Not being able to go off book or be on his feet is not one of them. The problem that people have is like, why won't he just stick to the script? Whereas Joe Biden has showcased that he's completely incapable of doing it without a script. So if
they don't have any more. Anyway, I had to get my Sleepy Joe Biden in, which I think I'm going to make it a regular until the election. And then, I don't care. This is the show. We're talking UFOs and politics. We just talked about, what was it, 5 minutes. That's it. I ain't talking about it really. I'm just showing a clip. Oh, I swear to God. I love Bigfoot. See, the Bigfoot researchers, they really try hard, don't they? I think they do. I think they are the... I don't know if they're the hardest working, but I think their research is harder because it's completely outdoors in all elements. Because, you know, Bigfoot supposedly lives in the forest? DeForest Kelly, right? Yeah, you can hear the fan. I'll turn it down once I get cool here. Man, I just burnt up. I mean, it takes forever. But anyway, yeah, so what about their research? Is it, I mean, what are they going to find? Can't, you know, that's why I say, why are we even researching? We've been doing it for 70 years, haven't found jack squat when it comes to UFOs. And since what, 60 whatever? Ever since the Patterson Giblet video came out. Oh, that air feels so good. It's going right up my ass. Cools you off better. Cools you off quicker that way. See? And it makes this... Whoop, wrong side. Makes this thing stick straight up. That's right. I had a microphone on. You get it? Yeah. Maybe you don't get it. I got it. No.
Starting on around September 9th, rumors started emerging that on Monday, September 14th, the Royal Astronomical Society is going to announce they've discovered strong evidence for microbial life on Venus.
Hey, no shit! Get out of here. This is what we were talking about. This is what Third Phase's video is about tonight.
From everything I've seen, it's near certain that's the case. Essentially, tomorrow...
Whoa, whoa, wait, hold on. Did he go into a shock? What happened? Does he have a teleprompter? I don't think he does.
It's near certain that's the case.
Here.
Essentially,
whoa,
tomorrow,
hey.
You're going to learn that you're...
I think he's using a teleprompter. Didn't we say that a couple of months ago? That we thought he was using a teleprompter, right? Hold on. I apologize. I'm not looking at the chat. I'm trying to be that guy. I'm trying to be one of these guys that talks to his chat room every now and then instead of ignoring them. Oh, God, I hate this. I really would like it fixed, like today. Here we go. Yeah, gush. All right. So, Venus, damn it, that I thought he was talking about something else. I don't know. All I do is when I just click, I look here, and I see baby soft ass white skin. And then I look at the outfit. He's not wearing the kimono, but he looks very Hawaiian-ish.
Alone in the cosmos. Of course, you heard it from me first. In a nut...
What? No, we didn't.
Shell, phosphine was found in the clouds of Venus. According to scientists' best knowledge, there are only two ways to produce this substance. Either artificially in a lab or from certain kinds of microbes that live in oxygen.
He says this might impact UFO disclosure? Jesus, I only gave a 2-minute, 20-second narration on that. I don't know what else you could say. There wasn't much to say. Yeah, we found phosphine in the clouds on Mars, or on Venus. How? Here's how. They do it two ways, in a lab or in the sky, with microbes, and that's what phosphine is. That's it. 10 seconds. I tried to push it out 2 minutes over. He's going to talk about it for 10 minutes. Not on my watch.
Therefore, the strong implication is that there are microbes in the clouds of Venus. And you, my friend, are not alone in the cosmos.
Where's the claw?
Here's a tweet from today.
There he is.
Scientists at MIT, Cardiff University, and elsewhere have observed...
Isn't that the nicest guy? Come on, that's the guy we know and love. Come on back, UFO Jesus. You son of a beep.
what may be signs of life in the clouds of Venus, precisely as I advised clients a decade ago. This is the announcement video to be officially published on September 14th.
You know, I don't know what I'm doing. Why am I playing this?
How you doing? I'm Callan, and this is...
You can watch the real episode of that on Third Phase later on. Actually, it was pretty good. Interesting stuff about that phosphine. All right. So I was talking about Bigfoot before. Yeah, this is a really interesting channel. I kind of like it. Ghosts That Hunt Back TV. Not bad. They have a lot of videos, but I don't think they're getting permission from everybody. 6 hours, 42 minutes. I say we pick on this video for about 3 weeks. Now let's see what the first one looks like, and we'll play it by earballs. UFO Jesus, come back! Uh-oh. I love these Bigfoot videos. It's a guy in a suit. Come on, suit guy. Some are real, some are fake, he tells us in the beginning. But the phenomena is real. Under 17, not permitted without parent. Oh, there's the big one on the hill. Oh, they're so cute at that age. Look, this one's got back problems. Where'd it go? God. Oh, there he is. You know, some of these remind me of the original Planet of the Apes. That's what these costumes kind of look like sometimes. Look at that guy. Every one of these is pretty blurry. Whoa. Looking around the tree. There's no analysis going on in these videos that we're watching. Whoa, there he is. Wait. That's a dude with a back-a-pack. Come on. It's a back-a-pack. Why isn't it going too far away? Forget it. Oh, that wasn't bad. You don't get much in the way of... There's so many clips in this 6 hours and 40-something minutes. All right, I want to see this guy wearing a backpack. Come on. Right here. Oh, there he is. I haven't seen most of these. I'm actually enjoying this. Oh, yeah. The Ewok. Look at the beautiful coif. Beautiful, right? He must see a beautician every Saturday. Or she. Yeah, that's right. Hello. Yeah, I'd like to make an appointment. Is this Bigfoot Beauty Shop? Yes, it is. Yeah, I'd like to get my coif taken care of and the rest of my body, please. Okay. May I have your height, please? My height? What do you need my height for? Are you male or female? Excuse me, do I not sound like a male? How tall are you, sir? I don't know. 8'4". Yeah, what am I, 8'4"? Okay, and how much do you weigh? What do you need to know how much I weigh for? Sir, we are trying to determine how many shears we need to buy to do your body. Now, how much do you weigh? Oh, okay. 600 pounds, give or take a few, dozen. So how much do you really weigh? 700. 7? Did you say 7? Thank you, big. How much is this going to cost me? $4,000. We'll see you in 2 hours. Oh, I love the albino ones. These. Oh, yeah. Look, I know somebody who has lips like that. Don't we all? Do you remember MASH? Frank Burns had lips like these. Frank Burns. Hot Lips and Frank Burns. Forget it. I love those, though. Those are my favorite Bigfoot videos of all time. Because they're so real fake. Whoa, that can't be a guy. It looked like he was wearing a... Look how bad the quality is. This is like 360. That looked like a javelin thrower. Now I'm starting to get nice and cool. That's so you can tell. I'm already feeling better. Oh, look at that. That is a nice one. He means well. Oh, what the? Is he gonna is he gonna pull? Is he gonna die? That was a cool one, actually. Wait, that's Bigfoot? Look at the eyes. Oh, wait a minute. It was so adorable. I want to put him in me pocket. Come on. Oh, okay, we'll start here. Some good ones to look at again. I didn't expect this into entertainment. There's the discus thrower. There's Big Fatty. It's coming up. Whoa, that one almost fell over. Right after this here, right? That's a conical shaped head. You see it? That means cone. Conical. Cockle. You learn stuff. Oh, shoot. Is he gonna die? Is he gonna Is he gonna That's a real Bigfoot. Here we go. That's an owl. I think that's an owl. Why am I yelling? I think that's an owl. That was cool, though. No owl? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? That wasn't an owl? Do we have an animalologist here? Does anybody work with Bigfoot? Any animalologies here? What do they call people who work with animals? Crazy, right? Oh, by the way, Gustav Van Halen, I did not have any brownie. Thank you, though, for asking. No brownies. I paused it because, didn't I ask a question? I think I forgot. All right, we're going to take, wait, how many minutes did we watch of this? Let's watch one more minute. I'm enjoying it. I love the one where it climbs up the mount. Yeah, that's a cool one, too. Missy, yeah, I think you sent me that one once. All right, here we go. This one. Nope. They look similar. Yeah, that was it. A zoologist? No, a climatologist? No, that crematorium? What do they call it? It's not a zoologist. Somebody who studies animals. That's a fun one right there. Oh, the baby. That's one of my favorites too. Is the little baby. It looks like it had a jacket on. Come on. It's so hard to rewind on these because you don't see the, you don't get much room. Oh, UFOs? You don't get much room. All right, we'll stop it there. No? I'll keep going. Let's maybe jump ahead. Out of focus bullshit. What is this, a fairy? Is that a fairy? It's a fairy. Oh, Little House on the Ferry. It's a blob of shh. Don't say it. It's a piece of shh. Don't say it. It's a big turd. What is this? What are we watching? Is this space? The final frontier. These are the voyages of the starship GUFON. We go boldly where people have gone before, but didn't really have a good time. We now take you to that place, and we have a good time. Lily Gilligan, my boy. Oh, hey, Mr. Howell. Gonna get my boy. I think we're gonna get off this island. No, Mr. Howell. Oh, it's like a little treasure chest in the sky. Oh, is that what this is? The sky phenomenon? Phenomenon. Dun, doo, doo, doo. I mean, you just give up after you can't say it anymore. All right, what's next? Will the discovery of life on Venus impact UFO disclosure? Oh, we already heard that one. Aha! Evidence of ancient advanced machining at Abu Sir in Egypt, filmed in 2017. All right, so last night, I love Egypt. Third Phase did a nice video yesterday, and it's about Akhenaten and the abnormalities. Now, I am not going to show my video of me talking. There's no reason. No reason. Phosphine. Where's their video? COVID. Where's the video? This is Brian Forrester's. Alright, we'll play his first. It doesn't matter. Either way, it's going to be great. What does that say? It says Todd Tours presents Hidden Tours. Hidden Inca Tours presents. Hey, that's like my video. Rich Giordano. God, I hate me.
We're on
All
our
right.
way
Ooh, watch it.
Through this small town to a location you probably never heard of. It's called Abu Sir.
Heard of it. Already, I can't trust this guy. What's his name? Brian Forestation?
And it's a site.
It's Forrest
great
DeKelly?
antiquity that has
DeForest
dynastic
Kelly.
works
Oh,
as
it's
well
not.
as evidence
It's Brian
of
DeForest.
lost ancient high technology.
Oh, Brian Forrester.
Which would in fact be older than any of the dynastic works. Again, it's called Abu Sir, and you need special permission, which we were able to get in order to visit it. This is at Abu Sir itself. And as you can see, it's been terribly...
Damn! You will never see pants like this again. Look at these. A little tighter on the a-hole. Look at that thing.
As you can see...
Those got to be reflecting the sun somehow, right?
Over the course of time, from invading armies, people simply using the ancient site as a quarry. And here you see pillars, which are made...
When I watch this stuff, something happens to me, and I almost get surprisingly angry that I can't go back and check it out. Look at this, man. These hieroglyphs, or yeah, look at this, the Umbrella Academy. I'm telling you, it's real. Anyway, this is bitchin'. I mean, this is where Sodom and Gomorrah, right? Or who was that? Hercules? I don't know.
Made of granite. The granite itself
unbelievable.
Came from Aswan, which is likely 500 miles away. And we also see evidence, and abundant evidence, in this location especially.
Okay, I'm not going to stop it for a few minutes. I just wanted to say this is real research. This matters. Anyway.
Of strange drill holes in very hard stone, which again...
What John did, wreaking havoc, real research.
Could not have been done by the dynastic Egyptians. These are tube drill holes which would have to at least be embedded with diamonds in order to achieve such size and such depth.
So he said that a drill bit would have had to have been made with diamonds to cut through this granite. Huh.
So the mystery is, who was the culture that had technology of this level?
And they had to spin it.
Thousands of years before our time, and thousands of years before the time of the dynastic Egyptians.
inside. And it's very straight through. Right.
This is taking forever. Come on.
So here you see the level of the devastation of invading cultures and armies, and such a sad sight to see. However, there's also evidence that a massive cataclysm of some kind struck this site actually prior to dynastic times. And the timeline we're looking at...
Look at this. Can you imagine walking... Oh, God. It must have felt like... I don't know. I wonder if it feels the same like when you... If you've never been to Manhattan. And when you fly into LaGuardia or JFK, all you see is buildings. You don't see any trees. You don't see anything green. It's like flying into Arizona. When you fly into Arizona, all you see is brown. But as you get closer to the ground, there's actually a lot of trees. But anyway, this is just mesmerizing.
Is 12,000 years ago. Look at the weird erosion on these limestone posts, as if they were burned by something.
Where? The brown. Oh, okay. Yeah, the brown. Slow down, man. You're making me dizzy.
And then also these amazing granite stone boxes, one which is shattered, but the other is almost intact. In order to get at them, you have to go down through this hole and down this chute and out the other end.
Hello. Don't you look, here it is, the sarcophagus. Carsophagus? No, carcinogen. No, it's a sarcophagus. Like they can't figure out how they got these things in there. So I'm thinking they built everything around it. Don't you think that's what they did? This way you can't take them out. I think they dug into the ground, made these tunnels, and placed these things strategically in place. It's bitchin'.
Now the crispness of the edges and the flat surfaces
cut your
could not
finger.
have been achieved with hand tools.
Whoops,
so
sorry.
we are looking at some form of advanced technology being employed
Wow.
in order to shape these surfaces.
What is that, 12,000 years old, did he say? Could be. Even if it's 5,000 years old, that's ridiculous. Sorry, I had to stop
The edges are
it.
incredibly crisp after thousands of years, and the curved surfaces are perfectly curved. There are no depressions, no protrusions. So again, it's a mystery as to who did this work, but that's why we encourage you to come with us in March of 2018 and see for yourself.
Oh, that would have been great.
Again, we have these strange, heavily eroded surfaces. So here at Abusir, what I've been showing is the fact that in general, this site is dynastic. Everything lines up north, south, east, and west. However, there are pre-dynastic elements here that are 23 degrees off north, south, east, and west. And that goes along with my theory about a massive cataclysm happening here in the Giza Plateau area 12,000 years ago. The major damage from this cataclysm seems to be here in what is more or less the center of the ancient land called Bu-Wizard, or the land of Osiris. And then when we go south and north, the damage becomes less and less. At one end you have Dashur with the bent pyramid and the red pyramid. The skin of the pyramids is sloughed off. And then
Pretty amazing. The link will be in the description so you can watch the rest of this later. It's pretty amazing. Gives me goosebumps to think about. When I was younger, to go to sleep, I would daydream myself into that time, and I would imagine myself walking up to these huge pillars and touching them and you know, not knowing about sharp edges or anything, just trying to imagine what it would be like to be a Egyptian or Roman. Is it Roman? Egyptian, right? Anyway, here's a video from last night. Was this pharaoh human or alien or both? Akhenaten, third phase.
If you were to go back 2,400 years ago, you would have come across many pharaohs in Egypt, but there's one that stands out in the pack among all the pharaohs. His name is Akhenaten. When you look into his history and his DNA, some people speculate that he might not even be from this earth.
Akhenaten is a unique... I don't want to hear me.
Report that Akhenaten's skull was twice as thick as an average human skull.
Let's just say it and get it over with. Shave their heads. Some way. All right. Look at that bad lighting. They think that it was the sun, why a lot of Egyptians shaved their heads to get their skulls stronger, while Persians wrapped their heads up, you know, and covered their heads from the sun. So they think it's possible that the sun may make your skull stronger.
And this result came out that Akhenaten's brain may hold a larger capacity of intelligence. Could this bloodline be passed on to the pharaohs, creating this higher being of intelligence, a hybrid, and the possibility of them using their high intelligence, creating these massive megastructures found in Egypt? There was a study done in 2008. Professor Steve Fleischman, he wanted to see if the DNA had a strange anomaly to it, and they presumed they had the DNA of Akhenaten. So when they proceeded with the study, they found out that there was some kind of possible manipulation done to the DNA. When you're talking 2,400 years ago, how could they have even done genetic modification? It's impossible unless there was something that had intervention, like an alien race.
The Persians, when they got hit over the head, I mean, their skull just cracked wide open. If you hit one of the Egyptian soldiers in the head, you would just piss them off. You may stumble, you know, make them stumble and get dazed, but that'll just make them madder. And that's unique. To see that the skulls can be easily crushed compared, you know, from Persians to Egyptians. It's a very unique individual. Again. He's a very unique person. There's three a lot uniques. Of things about him that don't make sense.
Oh,
that could be
I can't watch
this guy. He's so annoying. Because I tell you,
I believe there's a race of elongated skulls that were around the world, from Peru to Egypt and China. These weren't just simple bindings of a head. I think these were a genetic hybrid that created these intelligent beings.
They were
Could there
unique.
be a genocide of these elongated skull people? At one point, there was a massive grave found of these Paracas skulls, all with their skulls crushed in as if they were murdered, and they were put into a pit. I do believe that they were eradicated from this planet because of their high intellect and technology and the misunderstanding of the common people at the time. And they revolted, unfortunately, and I think we did miss a big opportunity of heavy science and technology that we're missing today. So who was this strange pharaoh? Was he genetically modified by an alien race? Was there a cover-up by his own son to destroy any evidence of his existence, whether it be manipulation by an alien race, or was he in his own right an alien species?
We want to thank also L.A. Marzulli along with Richard Shaw for the incredible investigations and visuals you'll be seeing in this presentation.
Hi, this is Brian Forrester coming to you from Paracas in Peru. And what I'm going to be discussing today is a brief overview of the DNA results from the Paracas elongated skulls. I can't give you the full results because the entire process cost $100,000.
God.
I promised that I would do this. This process began more than 5 years ago. I had no idea that it was going to be so time-consuming and expensive, but it was. but the results that we got are quite earth-shattering. Most people believe, or most academics believe, that all Native American people of North, Central, and South America crossed the Bering Land Bridge something like, or their ancestors did, something like 12,000 years ago. And what these results are going to show you is that, in fact, there was another route. There was an ocean route across the Pacific Ocean. And these ancient people with elongated skulls arrived on the coast of Peru at the largest natural bay in Peru approximately 3,000 years ago, but that has to be finalized. Again, the academics make lots of statements about dates and times and things like that with no actual physical evidence. Very little carbon-14 testing and zero, basically, DNA testing has ever been done on the Paracas until this point. And what it's going to show you is that their origins were not those of the typical Native American person.
All right, I'll stop it right there, and I'll put the link in the description. You can watch it later. It's pretty cool stuff. So basically, he's finding out that, you know, their heads were longer. They had probably bigger brains, bigger eye sockets. They didn't have the sutures in the skull. They were just either they sealed perfectly, because we have those 3 lines on our head, right? The 3 sutures of the skull. Like, I think when you're born, they're not totally sewed up yet, but as you get older, your skull gets harder, right? And I think those clamp up like a puzzle piece. But humans have it. These did not. It's interesting. I like me that stuff. I don't know what I was going to say. All right, let's go to some scariest YouTube videos ever made. And then after this, we've got a lot to go. I mean, we're just getting started pretty much. Now we're halfway done.
Slapped ham. So today we got something a little bit special. It's some bonus content for the week. It's a massive compilation of some of the scariest YouTube videos we've ever seen. So sit back, relax, and enjoy.
See, this isn't research, right? A lot of people think that this is research, watching these videos and understanding shit. It's so not. There's the Out There channel. That guy must critique everything we do. Everybody. And the guy's never wrong. Has no idea what he's talking about. He's never been out in the field. He's never... And if he has, it's not enough. I've never seen any UFO videos come from him or potential. And he's usually wrong about everything. It's amazing to me to watch. It's bizarro world. That UFO channel's name's Paul. Remember, he rips on the channel. He said, what you should do is delete the channel, he tells me, and start something else. Not a bad idea. Maybe I will.
This video is a collage of disturbing imagery coupled with an unnerving soundtrack. It's been uploaded many times over different YouTube channels. It's said to house the spirit of a young girl named Sarah Black. Supposedly born in Ireland, Black was an occultist that could communicate with other worlds.
I don't understand.
She died after a ritual went horribly wrong. Her spirit is said to have imparted into this video. It is said that anyone who presses play is doomed and will die a slow and painful death.
I already am.
And
Show
it all
it to
starts with a simple headache.
Stupid.
This clip is thought to have originated from the deep web. When it first surfaced, there were rumors that it was cursed, or that a serial killer had made it to confuse authorities about a series of murders. As time went on, viewers began noticing a series of cryptographic clues embedded within the video. Dozens of internet sleuths began analysing every frame in an effort to crack the code and find the true meaning of the video. The clip itself is very unnerving. It begins with a blue background and a play icon appears in the top right hand corner of the screen. The footage cuts to an unsteady shot of two people standing, visible only from the waist down. The resolution is low and glitchy. From there we see a blurry, faceless figure with no eyes or mouth. A room is...
Wait a second. I saw eyes and a mouth. Did you?
From there we see...
eyes, nose, mouth.
A blurry, faceless figure with no eyes or mouth. A room is shown. Then a series of numbers appear on screen with a strange white line that flickers among them. Next, there is a very unsettling shot of a person with no arms stumbling towards the camera.
It's the Crow.
Their eyes and lips are black and distorted. It almost looks like the person is wrapped in something. Following this is a strange little animation or thermal image of a figure with liquid spewing from their head. The video continues with a montage of bizarre imagery, each scene designed to give a clue to a much larger puzzle. There are two other clips that pair with this video that add to the mystery. They're both filmed in a similar disturbing style.
Wow, that's weird.
Some of the clues have been decoded, leading users down a series of rabbit holes. One viewer thought that the numbers that flash up pointed to an eBay listing that has long since expired. No one knows what the product was or who bought it. Others found that the numbers equated to a tiny URL that pointed to Mega Upload, a website that was seized by the FBI in 2012 for harboring millions of illegal files.
Wow.
A hex ASCII string was found and deciphered, which produced an email address. Anyone who emailed it received an autoresponder message that read, "Subject, I'm stuck, Body, I'm stuck, I'm stuck." The autoresponder has since stopped working.
My eye.
Ultimately, no one really knows what these bizarre and cryptic messages mean. Some of the clues led sleuths to maps of Half-Life 2, which left most thinking it was nothing more than an ARG, an alternate reality game. This cryptographic form of storytelling often relies on different forms of media for games to play out. Still, a lot of people are haunted by the disturbing imagery of the clips, which harks back to the original rumours. Whispers that suggested that a murderer had compiled the videos to hint at their perverse crimes. So what do you think? Is it all just a fun game, or were these videos cooked up by a deranged mind, bent on teasing the truth to something far more sinister?
One more video.
One of the most infamous cursed videos on the internet is titled Marina Mordegard Glezgov. While the video itself may not seem too distressing, the history behind the video is certainly enough to unsettle anyone. The full video, which for years has been extremely hard to find, shows a man, presumably the man named in the title of the video, sat alone in a room. The background of the room is red, as is the light on his face. His face is expressionless until he's seen grinning. The video then distorts his entire face, zooming in on his disturbed expression, warping the video's background.
Oh, it's great.
At another point, fire-like light is seen in his eyes as he gives off a decidedly demonic...
Alright. We get it. Yeah, when they get a little silly like that. I want some realism, man. I want to see some real weird stuff. Wild, wacky stuff. Alright, hold on. I got a lot of stuff here. Oh. What is this? Oh, I didn't see these. Oh, no. I don't want to see that right now. Okay. You want to see India's first... Wait. Okay. India's UFO hunters. These people are India's UFO hunters. India UFO hunters. India, hunters. What is this? ABC 15, Phoenix, Arizona-based news channel. ABC 15 said Saturday's reported UFO sighting was a meteor shower. Huh? Uh-oh. You gotta be kidding me. No way, that's so real. I mean, everything about that screams real. Wait, who is this? Is this what's his name? Deep Facade? No, okay. Whew, man. That was boring as hell. My apologies. Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's a shame. Oh man, I'm sorry. I didn't even check the chat room for anybody. I got something that went in my eye. And it'll probably come out later. My God, this hurts though. Turn on the fan and something went in my eye. Alright, hold on a second. What's up, Walter? Hey, Zach, Diecast, Monsieur. Great Plains Drifter is back. What do you say, DB Cooper? Tina, hi Sola, Joe Monk. Hey, guys. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Travis, Waylon C. Good to see you guys hanging out. Gustav, you still here? I'm glad. All right. I figured you'd probably leave. Hey, Lorioli fan. How are you? Missy still here? All right. Frap Seppuccino. Yeah, what's up here? Adam. What's up, brother? Arisma. Arismi? Praveen. Oh, I have a video by Praveen. Let me pull it up. That's funny. What are the odds? All right, no, that's not it. I know I have one from him today. This might be it. Black hole. No. Well, I guess I don't have it. That's weird. Okay. All right, this might be it. Well, we're going to change the topic just a little bit. I would like to know if it's possible. How do you research if you're in the Matrix? How can you research that proof? You can't, can you? Is there a way to do that? Can you? I don't think you can. I don't think there's a way you can. The Matrix, you can't. It has to be done with math, I think, right? Because here's a video that says you are a simulation. You are a simulation. And physics can prove it. It's George Smoot at a TEDx talk. Well, I tell you, I think I want to play it. So, here it is. I love anytime I can find something on the Matrix, this kind of reality. This one says you are a simulation, not that you're living in a simulation. I hope he doesn't mean that and said the wrong thing. That would turn me off like that. It's in HD at least. I love these things.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. They asked me if I wanted a drink before I came on, and I asked for a pint, but they gave me water. So following the other speakers, I
Hold
have
on.
a change of
I'm
pace,
sorry.
a little bit of a fun talk. And what I'm going to try and do is convince you you're a simulation and that physics can prove it. Okay.
Why they laughing?
Instead of a usual uplifting talk, this is a different kind of talk. Okay. So there's one thing you know for certain, that is that you exist as a flesh and blood human being. My goal is to convince you otherwise. Okay. So logic is not going to be enough. You guys are going to be simulation deniers. Right? I mean, there's just no way around it. So my actual goal will be to actually create a sliver of doubt in your minds so that you actually think about this and what it might mean. Okay? So here's the first check about simulations. How many of you have ever played a computer game? Just raise your hands. Ah, all right. So did you do it against simulated player or simulated players? Or in fact, was it you, several people plus simulated people, right? And what role did you take? Was it a pawn or a hero? And what role do you have in life? Is it pawn or hero, right? Are you the king, for example? I don't see him here, but you know, now the other.
I'm Mr. Sensitivity.
Thing you might ask, if you were a social scientist or other kind of scientist like a cosmologist, would you like to run realistic simulations to test and develop your theories? Likewise for political candidates, right? So I'm just trying to see there's motivation for it. And then the question is, are computation and simulation capabilities increasing over time? So they had to think about Moore's law. Think about what computer you had when you were young and what you have when you're now. Not that you're not all young still. Okay, that's just setting you up for having the doubt. Okay, so we'll take a little journey into fallacy. Solipsism is the idea that one's own mind is the only thing that's sure to exist. It turns out people have been studying this for decades and realize it's both irrefutable and indefensible at the same time, to have this point of view, and that it's not a falsifiable hypothesis. There are people who work on this issue. So there doesn't seem to be any imaginable disproofs that you can have. So even if you have a solipsist and he dies, you can't falsify his belief because he's not there to do it. So this is a pragmatic dead end. It's kind of like what we have on TV now, which is, you know, zombie philosophy. But there is an opposite, that is philosophical zombies. There's a slight use to philosophical zombies. So what is the idea here? A philosophical zombie is a hypothetical being that's indistinguishable from a normal human being, that is everybody you think you are, you know what you think you are, except that it lacks conscious experience, qualia, or sentience. So if you take a philosophical zombie and poke it with a sharp object, it doesn't feel any pain. However, it behaves exactly if it does. You know, it'd say ouch and do all the usual kind of things. So what the zombie's there for is to support the idea that the world includes two kinds of things, the mental and the physical, or the concepts and the physical world around you. And so that's the idea. So we have in cosmology lots of things. We have the anthropic principle. That is a philosophical concept that the universe must be compatible with conscious life that observes it. And there's a strong version and a weak version. One of them that says the universe is compelled to have conscious life emerge. And the other says that the universe is fine-tuned for life to be necessary. And this is pretty much in line with a lot of even more specific kind of ideas from conservative Christianity and Islam, that there's intelligent design, or it could be like a simulation. So this is, I'm working on you some. And we also have the idea of multiverses, that there are many different kinds. There's a meta universe and there's many possible universes inside of it. And there are different reasons for that, quantum mechanics, but also a way to explain why the physical constants happen to be the ones that make this auditorium possible. Right? And so, you know, one way is to have that many real universes. The other way is just to make a lot of simulations. So your choice. Okay, so let me move on. Here's the crux of the arguments. And these arguments have been around for more than 30 years. And they were first published 30 years ago. And what people went to a lot of trouble to show that one of these three things is extremely likely to be true. So you got your choice between number 1, number 2, and number 3. Just like the doors, look what's behind each door. The first one is human civilization is unlikely to reach a level of technological maturity capable of producing simulated realities, right? Or it's physically impossible. Okay, so we made some progress in 30 years, and I'll mention that. The second is comparable civilizations throughout the universe, are, which would do reach that capability, will choose not to make simulations in such a large scale that in fact the probability of being simulated being is much higher than the probability of being a real being. Right? So those are your choices, right? There's some other choices, but they're extraordinarily unlikely, and we can pretty much rule them out. And the third choice is any entity with our general set of experiences are almost certainly to be living in a simulation. Right? That would be us. Right? Okay. In case you guys aren't paying attention. Okay, so let's talk about making simulated realities by humans. So will humans produce realistic simulations? And the answer is yes. I have to keep coming back because I just wrote this talk, and so I don't remember what all I had to say. And so the answer to that is clearly yes. You guys already proved it, right? Because there's a lot of money to be made in making computer games, right? Simulated realities. And the better the simulated reality, the more people you get involved in it. There's a lot of entertainment. We have a lot of animated movies. Now we're going to have animated interactive movies and videos, right? That's coming on. And pornography. So, you can't rule out pornography. In the early days of the internet, pornography was the number one commerce. It was roughly half the commerce in the internet in the early days. And even today, 50% of the bits that are transmitted on the internet are transmitted for porn, right?
God.
So you can wonder, why is that? Well, it were originally stories, and then they got to be pictures, and then they got to be videos. Pretty soon there'll be interactive videos, right? So it's clearly there's a tremendous financial motivation, and especially here in Media City, where people make their living out of this kind of things. So how, I'm not sure.
I don't know about you, but it's interesting, but the link will be in the description and you can watch the rest of it later. I feel like we've taken a turn for the worst right now. I feel like I'm walking in mud. We are, aren't we? I'm walking in mud right now. Is Obama an Egyptian pharaoh?
Where do I even start with this?
Where do I even start with this one? I'm going to play this video. Thank you, B. B-b-b, b-b-b, b-b-k-k-ker, b-b-b, b-b-b, 'cause two B's are better than one. All right, this girl is very...
Where do I even start with this? I don't even...
Very smart. It's like, where does she even start? Is Obama an Egyptian pharaoh? This is amazing news that just came into the studio.
No, I don't even know.
Amazing. All the conspiracy theories said that...
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be one that is just super crazy and out there. You can believe this if you want. I'm gonna just give you some evidence and you can do with it what you please. I'm not trying to make you believe anything or push my beliefs onto...
Oh, I can't. There's an edit every 4 seconds and I can't stand it. This shit makes me so angry. They're talking that, and then they're over here, and they're not in the same spot they were in. I'm gonna play it because it's probably silly good.
You can think whatever you want. You've seen the title already. This is me exposing clones.
So you're looking at Akhenaten split with Barack Obama, and you're looking at Queen T split with Michelle Obama.
Michael Jackson was the Egyptian.
And there will be many more videos like this to come because I've just found a lot of evidence that proves that these theories are real, and most of the time conspiracy theories are actually facts. So yeah.
And Barack himself, President Obama, came forward, and I thought this was going to be big news, but I guess people didn't really understand the implications of it. But Barack Obama himself came forward and announced that he was releasing the restrictions on federal funding to stem cell research. Mm-hmm. But he added that he felt human cloning for reproduction, which left out the idea of human cloning for scientific study, was an abomination and should not be practiced in any nation. But at the same time, he opened the door by allowing now to have federal funding go into this stem cell research. People hear stem cell research and they think, well, you know, you might be able to grow a new liver, you might be able, but this is the foundation of cloning.
But there is a lot of false information on the internet. What I think is the most crazy, especially after watching a lot of videos about the Illuminati and stuff, I've seen the truth, and then I've also seen like propaganda that they're like trying to tell you, oh, like the Illuminati is a cool thing, or it's like not real, and they discredit it. Specifically, channels like BuzzFeed and Rolling Stone, they'll come out with videos like about the Illuminati, but if you really watch them, they're actually like discrediting all of it and just saying, like, making a joke out of it, because they know it's real, and they know they gotta tiptoe around that so they don't get in trouble. And I basically have to do the same thing, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna tell you what's really going on and show you some facts. So this theory that I don't really think is a theory is basically that Barack Obama is Akhenaten and Michelle Obama is Akhenaten's mother.
So you think Obama is a clone of Akhenaten then?
Let's get...
Huh. I don't think so. I don't think his face is elongated enough. Well, let's see this.
Get to that. Let's have a look at this. All right. Now, I've established the idea that Akhenaten is the go-to guy for all the secret societies, from Rosicrucians to Freemasonry. If you also understand that Akhenaten was the carrier of all this knowledge, the renegade, you would understand why they would bring him back out of all people.
Which is kind of crazy, but I'm gonna show you some evidence, as well as proof that Michael Jackson was a clone. So this video is from the channel called The Lip TV. I have my laptop right here, and I'm going to insert some video clips showing you.
I'm gonna insert some of my own clips and gush all over your Tootsie Rolled face. Are we done with this? No? You want to see more? Okay.
What is really going on?
Michael Jackson was made with ancient Egyptian
Chinese secret, huh?
DNA.
Hell.
As you can see,
I want to be held.
this is Egyptian, a black Egyptian. You see the same nose, the exact same nose, same lips, same chin, same hair.
Dude, that's a statue, and this one is a human. This human screwed up his nose. Okay? All right. You agree that this is a statue, right? We're on the same page with this? The nose just, it broke because it's protruding, right? Right? No? It's really Michael Jackson? This has been modified, I think, right? Wait a second.
But basically, this...
She can't even watch the video without playing with her hair.
But basically, this guy put a picture of Michelle Obama and matched it up with this pharaoh. Queen Tay, or T, or whatever the she's not my queen.
Let's start with Michelle.
I'll have to be honest, I don't mind this chick. I don't think she does a bad job for what she's doing. It's not bad.
Since we have her, let's look at Akhenaten's mother.
Oh.
Okay.
This is an Akhenaten night. There's nothing like an Akhenaten night. I'd like to see Mike Tyson knock somebody out on a Akhenaten night. That was dumb. All right, I gotta
go. Akhenaten's mother, Queen T, is a mystery as well. She was brought into the pharaonic ship at the age of 4 and was co-regent with her husband, Amenhotep III, who you can see in the Colossi of Memnon, if you want to see. They have mammoth, the biggest statues of pharaohs are of Queen T and her husband, Amenhotep III. And they gave birth to Akhenaten. Now, When you look at Queen T, I would imagine you would immediately see Michelle Obama.
Thank you, B. Baker. I didn't think I would laugh again.
Immediately see Michelle Obama. Now what I did is I took Michelle Obama's high school photo and I cut it in half and I laid these two images side by side. And you can't tell I split the photo. People are using my mixed image.
That's a boy, man.
As an original image of Queen T. Because you can't even tell her face is there. If you got that picture of her high school photo and you were to crossfade these two images, you would clearly see.
What is this, Kobe Bryant down here now? I bet you know there's going to be a Kobe Bryant pharaoh. By the way, Kobe Bryant does look more pharaoh-esque. I remember seeing this a while back.
See that they are the same person.
Well,
I mean, come on. You could fit my face in there and I would still look like half a pharaoh. He liked it. Thank you,
If you want to look at the next picture, Barack Anatan.
Nice.
When I
Barack Anatan. That's pretty good.
Put this artwork together, I really only put Barack, his Time magazine photo, with Akhenaten, and I split again the faces in half. Now
yeah, it's completely perfect. You got one eye up here, the other eye down there. One eye kind of slopes downward. This one slopes upward. It fits in perfectly.
Admit here live on television that I did not manipulate, squish, or do.
I believe him.
Anything to make that face fit the other face. They just fit. I cut them straight in half and I put them together and they are an exact match. So now.
I mean, this is more of a match than this. We got Barack Obama. Yeah, we got Barack. We do. Yes, Bill. There's gonna be a statue of me. Someday there will be. I know where there's an obelisk of you. What?
We have two faces of a single family of Egypt and a single family that is the first family. All right?
They put them side by side. This guy said he did not edit or retouch it or make one face. What the f are you doing? So anyways, I really just have to be careful. I know like I'm still like very, very small channel. Like I have like 1K subscribers, but this is like real.
1K subscriber, one zit. You can't show a zit if you're going to be that close to the camera. Capiche? I mean, I'm giving her a little credit today, but that zit gotta go. And don't try to pop them before you're going to go on, because then it gets red like that. And then you got a bruise over here. People look at this shit. You should hear all the comments I get.
Like, this is real occult information that has been hidden from us. Barack Obama and Michelle Obama are both.
She's attractive, but I'm not turned on. Like I don't fancy. You know what I mean? She looks like a 7.5, but she's really a 5.
Both clones or like hybrid human kind of things. Like we don't even know. Like yes.
You know, there comes a point when you get to a certain age in your life and you just, I mean, you wouldn't even want to talk to it, you know? And I'm sure it's the same for women. I'm a guy, I'm a regular dude, right? Like, if I wanted to go out and get laid, it wouldn't be with somebody who talked this way. I don't know, man. She edits. Too many edits. I don't trust you. You're not confident enough to speak continuously for more than 18 words. It's just not going to work out. Look, she has big hands. This is a tall woman, I think. Look at those fingers. Damn. She's a pianist, I bet. What? Oh, I thought It's pianist? Pianist? Pianist?
Freaking lizard, like, oh. Soon I'm going to be doing a video exposing VidCon, exposing more celeb clones, exposing MK Ultra and Chem.
I bet you, and I'm not saying this with any disrespect, she probably hangs out with guys more than she does girls. She kind of talks like a dude. I can't watch it anymore. I just
trails and like.
Yes, sir. All right, let's play the game. You ready? High love. It's only good with Richie from Boston. No, I'm not going there. Thanks, B. Baker. Is there anything else we could look at? They keep talking about this like a real long time. I mean, didn't we? That's it. It's over, right? They showed a comparison, and it looks like she's doing the old you got to do things 3 times on YouTube to be successful routine. Yeah, you don't show your shit once or twice. You show it 3 times and you say it 3 different ways. It's just the YouTube way. I can't do it. It's a live show. Now I'm in the mood. Now I'm in the mood. Now I'm in the mood. And I don't want to be. You see where we're going. I don't want to be. But I have to. It's one of those nights. We're taking away the foodie supply. Destroying the foodie supply. Agenda 21. Mosquitoes are killing large animals. Bad protester. COVID. World War III. Military lasers that can melt cars. I think I might be interested in this.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Richie from Boston. It's the 13th. It's September. It's the year 2020. Listen to this dude right here.
All right.
Tonight, hundreds of thousands of people up and down the West Coast are trapped in what feels like a dystopia within the dystopia.
Oh, look at how stupid he vapes. You don't blow out when you first kill. He blows out. The smoke comes billowing out of his vape machine. And then he takes the smallest little hits that God could create. I can't watch. I mean, it's like watching a mentally challenged person trying to breathe. Vape.
Tonight, hundreds of thousands of people up and down the West Coast are trapped in what feels like a dystopia within the dystopia.
It's not a cigar. Idiot. You don't blow out your shit like that. Who does that? I don't know any vapor, and I know quite a few, that would do that. That is such a waste of shit. And it doesn't make any sense. I'm going to blow in first. This is why I do's it. I do's it so I blows in first. Try it. All right, let's try it. It makes no sense. Why would you do that? What is he doing that I'm not understanding? Because we've watched him vape before.
The thousands of people up and down the West Coast are trapped in what...
Hold on. I'll give you the bigger view. I want to figure this out.
It feels like a dystopia within the dystopia that is 20.
He's actually blowing it out first. So I think he has a mod that doesn't use coils. I think he has like a drip one, you know? All right, let me try that again. See, it may not work for me because I use coils because I'm lazy. I get a lot more vape than he do, though. Check it out. Ooh, that was a good one.
2020. There are nearly 100 fires in 13 states. More than 5,300 square miles, an area almost the size of Connecticut, is on fire. In California, which had record-breaking temperatures over the holiday weekend, the biggest...
Like, he's the only 50-year-old that there's another guy I've seen, but that doesn't... he shouldn't vape. I can't. I don't know why I can't do this anymore. I don't know what it is about him. I think it's just getting to know the guy over the last year, that he's such scum and misery. It's like everything he does is really ridiculous to me. I couldn't be friends with him. I'd be like, Richie, you vape totally wrong. Nobody said you can't blows out. But why would you? I'm getting prepared. I blow into it, and then I suck it in. And listen, and I get more vape that way. When you go and suck it, you're sucking, you already have air in your lungs. I blow it into the vape, and then I suck it back out. It's better than what you're doing. No, I just tried it. It's not better. It's worse. Doesn't make sense. It reverbecoils right back in my nose. All right, let's watch the video.
Fire in the state's history is still burning tonight. In Washington state, more acres burned in just one day than firefighters usually see all year.
And he's the only 50-year-old that's trying to show off that he's vaping for everybody. Look at my vape. I got a new ones. Look, he'll show it to you.
California, which had record-breaking...
Did you guys see me put it in the camera first? I had to see... Oh, I can't do the voice. I had to see how much juice was left. I know. I'm sorry, guys.
5,300 square miles, an area almost the size of Connecticut, is on fire. In California, which had record-breaking temperatures over the holiday weekend, the biggest fire in the state's history is still burning tonight. In Washington state...
He thinks he's so cool vaping. It's just so bad to do live. It looks ridiculous.
More acres burned in just one day than firefighters usually see.
I don't like vaping in public. I don't like vaping in front of people. I don't like vaping near people. I don't like the way it looks. Sorry. I don't think I don't think vaping looks cool. It doesn't. It really doesn't look cool. Cigarettes look cool, right? Smoke, what do they call them? Cigarettes? Right. No, not a blunt. I was thinking of Clark Kent, or what is his name? Clark Gable. When they smoked, it was something. Those little tiny mustaches.
All year. This is absolutely not normal. Huge areas in the western part of the country are engulfed in flames, and plumes of smoke have floated as far east as Alabama.
There is a psychological and physical toll to living with these fires. This is just a very difficult and traumatic event that we're all dealing with that's only getting worse.
Over 100 degrees in Los Angeles. Phoenix, Arizona had the hottest summer that it's ever had in recorded history. Like, we know that this is the future we're looking into. And you make a good point, which is that being on the West Coast in some ways means you're on the edge of the climate disruption in a way that might really make a difference if more of the media were located on the edge of said climate disruption.
No area has a monopoly on the climate disaster right now. You're going to feel it regardless. It's going to be worse. But there is this feeling when you are here, there's something about the ways that, that the sky is blotted out, that there is this ash, that it's something that it doesn't just hit. It doesn't just approach and then go away, leaving disaster. It is a rolling disaster that sits there and it hovers, and it sort of, it's like a Instagram filter for your life that is apocalyptic.
I thought Richie was going to tell us something important that we need to know. I thought I would get on the same level as Richie from Boston. But I'm looking at your chat comments here. Gustav says, Gustav Van Halen, I had a friend that smoked the same. It's weird. But he somehow pulls in directly, not drag, then pull in. Yeah, I guess so. It's funny, right? Hey, Sandra. Tina. Hey, Zola. Hi, Zola. I know ya. You're the only one I would sing to like that. You know that? I appreciate you. Thanks, guys. I appreciate the comments. The fires are real. These aren't fake fires or pictures. Joe, don't you live out by the fires, man? I saw you sent me a video. I'll check it out.
And it really drives home this...
all the damage we've done to our planet. Yeah, I'm not buying that, people, because of things like, well, you know, this. This is from 2012, okay? 2012, 8 years ago. And the first sentence is very telling. They're talking about their lightning weapon, okay? But it said, today's military lasers can blind spy satellites or burn enemy vehicles. Today's, 2012. Burn enemy vehicles. Yeah, because it's weird because wildfires usually...
Okay. So why do this, right? Why destroy all this land? It doesn't... I don't know, man. I don't know. They arrested some kids, right? That Antifa kid for starting fires, I think. I don't know. There's a reason for it. You saw every state on the western side of the Rockies is on fire. It's pretty scary. Just watching that house burn a few minutes ago. Yeah, I don't like seeing that, man. I would be extremely angry. This is amazing. But he's right about the laser weapon. This is the weapon that I think they use to start fires. Right? Watch.
Seriously. And now look at this video that Lockheed Martin decided to put out July 22, 2020. Directed energy. The time for laser weapon systems has come. Sounds like a warning, doesn't it? Because it does to me.
Or they're just saying that the weapons are here. We now have these weapons. Has nothing to do with anything else.
Lockheed Martin produces systems that do everything from detect the threats to identify the threats, determine whether it's a threat to the aircraft, and then employs the appropriate weapon, in this case, a laser weapon system.
What we're hearing from our customers is that they need a layered, multi-domain defensive approach.
All right, we get the gist of it, RFB. I think that's enough. I can't handle him for too much anymore. What's this? I don't know what the next topic is. I didn't know that was going to play either. I didn't think that was going to play. I made that silly thing. I'm trying to incorporate things into the things that I'm going to do, like the premiere shows, the short ones, you know. And, you know, I'm just trying to make some things real simple transitions or something fun when I'm out and about. And that was one of them. Yeah, there's a couple of them. They have pre-made templates. It's not that hard. It's super easy. I love it. Yeah, I'm going to start putting... I know. Look, the videos are coming. What's today? Monday? Yeah, I said by Wednesday. Some good stuff coming up. Added the old archives. All right, let me see what we got here from our friends in... Oh, wait a second. All right, I'm trying to find you, Joe. I got some messages from a lot of people. Holy, what are you guys doing? Where'd you go? Look, it says you send me a message. Oh, there you are. I'm like, all right. Somebody's going to lose an eyeball. It's going to be me. What is this? Oh, no, that's creepy, Joe. What is this? Oh, wow. Let me see if we can play it. I mean, we can. I want to see if I can play it. Yeah, I'll play this one. That might be fun to watch. All right. Well, you know, you can never get enough entertainment when people, you know, fall down, get hurt. That kind of stuff. That's what this is. some guy, I think, tries to block a highway patrol car, and something very bad happens to him. And no, it's okay. You can watch it.
Partying on the roadway, trying to block people from getting home to their stovetop stuffing, whatever it is that they've got waiting for them at home. And of course, all you can hear in the background is, "You can't stop the revolution. You can't stop the revolution." And you can see virtue signaling Chaz right here gets on the roof of the vehicle and slams right into the asphalt. And now he's got summer teeth. Summer there, summer gone. Too bad. Let's take a
summer teeth.
Bunch of virtue signaling out there. All you hear is, "Oh my God. Oh my God, how could you do this?" Well, dude, what the hell is he standing in front of the vehicle in the first place? What do you think's gonna happen? This trooper right here has got stovetop stuffing waiting at home, and you can see big, so stunning, so brave Chaz take a mouthful of asphalt. And oh my God, stop acting so surprised, you freaking idiots.
I love it. Oh, I can't get enough of those idiots getting hurt. Oh, those videos where they're catching on fire. Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, thank you. That kind of made the day worth living right there. I mean, woo, man, that guy slammed hard into the ground. Good stuff, B-Bake. Joe, I'm sorry. It was Joe. Joe did it. Joe got it over. Thanks, Joe. Joe. That link will go into the description of the show after the party's over. Somebody else sent me something? It's Waylon C? Wait. Hold on. You guys are sending me messages live. Wait. What? Something's in my throat. Hi. Thanks for contacting us. We received your message and appreciate you reaching out. I will reach out. What? What? What did I do? Did I do something? I am very okay, that's Waylon. Okay. All right, back to the show. I'm all giddy from that. Okay, this is very well. Okay, two things left. This one isn't bad. I picked this for a reason because it's UFOs, and these are the 10 most legitimate UFO sightings of all time. I don't know where you would rank them in your top 5-10, but
Want to believe.
Open it up.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 UFO sightings not confirmed to be fake. Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're focusing on those instances where mysterious flashing lights or other strange objects in the sky have not been convincingly Air Force Base UFO. Do aliens really come in peace as the movies say? This 2010 encounter began when the Warren Air Force above the Wyoming base. You probably think there's a connection between the UFO and the malfunctioning missiles, right? Well, it gets freakier. Supposedly, the military base received transmissions from the UFO threatening them not to call for help due to the missile disruptions. Spooky stuff. Number 9, the 2012 Olympics. The 2012 London Olympics were packed with athletes and audience members during the opening ceremony. Well, packed on the ground. Word is there were no aircraft of any kind scheduled to be in the area at the time, especially considering the fireworks display. But if that were true, then what were those ominous lights hovering overhead? As stated, helicopters, planes, jets, and every other aircraft vehicle, right down to hot air balloons, was banned from being anywhere near the Olympics that day, leading many to theorize that the saucer-shaped metallic object could be an indication of visitors from outer space. To be fair, the Olympics are a huge event, so maybe the aliens just wanted to see what all the fuss was about.
That's cool. That's amazing.
Number 8, the Kecksburg UFO incident.
It did happen. It did come down in the backwoods of Kecksburg.
fires. It didn't take long for members of the government and press to be all over the incident.
Yeah, we all
which
know.
They wrote off as
Come
Japanese
on.
student Masujiro Kiro was looking through his father's old belongings. He probably never expected to discover a photo apparently taken in Hebei, China, with a potential UFO smack dab in the middle.
That looks legit. That looks real.
The object has a half-dome, half-disc-based appearance, and if you look closely
Best
at the
movie
photograph,
ever.
you can see many of the people below pointing up towards the sky at it. Naturally, many skeptics have since shut down the UFO conspiracies surrounding the photograph,
Why?
claiming the blip in the sky to be either a bird or a hat being tossed up into the air.
Oh, it's
To
this guy.
day, the jury's still out on this one, so it's possible it was in.
There were people looking up at it. Look. Look, they're looking up at it. Unless this guy threw his hat up. Is that what we're saying? Come on, give it to me all at once. Give it to me. Give it to me, baby. Ow, 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 ow. Give it to me, baby. Oh, is there more? Oh, let's get into another one. That's Valentich, right? That's yesterday's news. I have a photograph to show you, and I'm not sure if I got it to the computer. Let's take a look. It is, nope, it didn't make it here. I could already tell. There's a picture. Here it is. I did. This is from a Netflix show. And I paused it because I saw this as a little blip in some news. So check this out. It's just a picture. This is from, I can't remember the name of the TV show. Damn it. But it's season 1, episode 5. I'll find out and put the link in the description. But here's the UFO passing by an airplane. Pretty wild stuff, man. I mean, that plane is, and that is, you should see how fast it goes by. It's not playing. Anyway, that is being talked about in certain circles of ufology. Pretty wild. That's like third phase material right there, but it's on Netflix, so what are you gonna do, right? Me no like pictures. I like the juice when it's moving. Hi, me. Eh? You? Shut up. We got one more. What? Yeah, this one here. I like this one. Oh, we got 2 more then. All right, we're going to go with clouds. We're going to end the day with strange clouds seen around the world. No, it's B333333333.
We've all seen.
I don't know if I played this. Maybe I did a long time ago in a show
Clouds that
far,
look
far
like
away.
things we recognize. But you're not going to believe how strange the clouds are in today's video. Let's take a look at 15 strange clouds seen around the world. Number 15, human face. One of the creepiest things you can ever see in a cloud is what appears to be the shape of a human face. And in 2016, some incredible footage was recorded of one floating across the countryside. As the rolling storm clouds move toward...
All right, let's talk for a second here. What if it's possible that spirits can really get that big and form in a cloud? Or maybe those are alien beings that are forming in the clouds. Or it's pareidolia.
Towards the
I don't
sunlight.
know.
The distinct
It
facial
is.
features are
It's
lit
amazing.
up. And the nose, eyes, mouth, and even an ear are clear to see. Seeing such a recognizable shape in a cloud is a phenomenon called pareidolia, which is a term psychologists use to describe how the brain interprets vaguely familiar shapes
That guy is not a doctor.
and perceives them as
No.
clearly defined and recognizable
actor.
ones. In this case, though, there's no doubt at all that the cloud looked like a person and led to a number of people thinking there was something spiritual about it.
Perhaps the spirit of a recently passed person or a higher being who was traveling through the sky.
I can't believe I just said that. That's amazing. I didn't watch this.
Number 14, Demon. Cordon Cole is a volcano in the Andes mountain range in southern Chile, and is one of 4 that are responsible for the development of most of the new geographical features in the surrounding region over the past few 100,000 years. For the second half of the 20th century, it was relatively quiet with very little activity, but in 2011 a new eruption began that resulted in the evacuation of thousands of people from nearby villages. Some photographers took the time to take images of the emerging dust clouds, though. One of the most striking pictures appears to show a demon's head rising above the mountain. The gaps in the formation allowed bright sunlight to shine through, which looks like deathly eyes, and it's no wonder that people who saw this that morning took it to be a sign that they needed to get out of town as soon as possible. Number 13, Portland Chicken. Quite often, you might point out a shape to someone in the clouds and tell them what you see, but they're unable to see the same as you. This is normally because you're both looking at it from a slightly different angle to one another, which means that they're actually seeing something quite different. Sometimes, however, a cloud will take on such a clear shape that there's no denying what it is, such as this chicken that was seen in Portland, Oregon. Poultry-shaped clouds are actually surprisingly common since they only require several slumps to arrange together in the right way. It begs the question, though, what came first, the chicken or the cloud? Number 12, the Houston Angel. In 2018, Danny Ferraro from Houston, Texas, was driving along a section of Highway 105 when he looked up to see something unbelievable. The clouds had formed together in a recognizable fashion, and when the sun was hidden behind it, it made it all look just like an angel in the heavens. He shared the image, and it instantly caught the attention and imagination of others, with some even suggesting it was proof that his guardian angel was watching.
That's not even a really good one. You know, that looks more like a genie's lamp than, you know what I mean? This looks like a genie's lamp, you know, somewhat extended here. I don't like that one. I don't know, something about it. Castle in the sky? Come on.
Sky. With so many mountain ranges and
they called this fracking. See? How the floating city mirage works. Cool air and warmer air and then cold air, and then when you look over there, creates this over there. Got it. I thought this was going to be a little bit better. That's a cool picture right there.
Panama City in Florida. And as you can see, there appears to be waves of clouds flowing over the buildings towards each other. Surprisingly, though, they're moving in the opposite direction.
All right. I'm done with that. And one more to get out of here, right? Is there one more? Can we do it? It says, watch a black hole temple found underground, a secret doorway to a parallel universe.
Hey guys.
Oh, this is Praveen. After all this time, I could have played this video. I didn't remember which one was his. Damn it.
Today, I'm going to show you a very strange ancient site in India, completely built underground. This site...
He does get really good stuff, doesn't he? All right.
1,000 years old.
Wow.
The shape of the structure is mind-boggling. When you see it from the air, it has a very unique shape, like an elaborately fashioned keyhole. I first visited this site in the last week of March, and I was amazed by the outer view and immediately proceeded to go down the steps to see what is underground. As I went in about a dozen steps, I realized that the entire structure is filled with water from a certain point onwards.
Oh, wow.
I was not able to see the floor or what's inside because of the water, and the water is heavily contaminated. However, I was able to see Hindu religious signs painted inside, and I decided to go back up to the ground level and see if I could get another view. On top, there is a metal gate which is permanently locked. I looked through it and I could see some amazing carvings in the middle of all the water.
The pillars are partially submerged underwater but exquisitely carved. At this point, I was dying to go inside, but it was impossible to get in. Luckily, locals told me something very interesting. Every year, locals pump the water out on a certain date and clean up the site for a religious event, and that event will be held today, the 19th of April. So I decided to wait until today so I could finally find out what's inside. When I entered this site today, I immediately felt a difference. I could see a large pump on site and the ground is dry, which means the water would have been pumped out a few days ago. I could also see fresh paint on the carvings of the entrance. As I entered through the steps, I had no idea what would be inside. Is it a large temple with many statues of Hindu gods?
Maybe.
Or would this be some kind of an underground palace with elaborate rooms?
That'd be fantastic.
Remember, ancient sites in India always surprise you. You should never come in with expectations.
All right.
The steps which go down reach a low point. Then there is a small elevation, and then we enter into a chamber.
Ew.
This immediately leads to what looks like a square hole in the very center.
Square circle, brother!
The interior design is mind-boggling, and the beauty of this entire structure is beyond words. It makes you wonder if it was built by gods themselves.
Wow.
Looking at the interior, I realized right away that this is a very strange structure. It is not a Hindu temple. It is not a palace. We simply do not know why it was built.
Wow. Really? Pretty cool, man. He's a good guy, right? I enjoy his videos. Yeah, he's a good guy. Isn't he? He is? Is he a good guy? Is he good? He's great. You already know what time it is. I want to thank you all for hanging out. Third Phase has a video coming up a little later tonight. We're talking about Venus and I forget what it's already called. What is it? Fission? Yeah, something's living in the atmosphere maybe. Anyway, thank you moderators and super chatters. I saw a couple of them. I know DB did a $5 one and maybe two. I didn't see anybody else, but thank you if you did. And I'll contact you to say hi. Thanks. Appreciate that. And newbies, thank you for hanging out. I hate the term newbies, so we'll say newfons. Newfons? Newgoos? Newfon. Yeah, it sounds like MUFON. Nah. We'll figure that one out. Thanks for coming here and hanging out. Tomorrow night, we'll be back with something probably similar. So I want to thank you all. Go to link in the descriptions if you want to donate to the show or visit me on Twitter and on Facebook and or Messenger. Yeah, I still got some room if you guys want to join Facebook if you haven't already. All right, I'm out of here. Don't forget, Third Phase later. We'll talk to you. Hope you have a good night. Wait, why isn't that... What? It's broke? Oh, there it is. All right, I'll see you later. Mr. Sensitive is gone. Hey, if you ain't looking up, you ain't looking out for ufology. You know, research should be better. I don't know. I forgot to give any more information on my thoughts, but who gives a shit? Doesn't matter.